Those two are always tricky, the alteration between those two. And now you can practice tremolo with this etude.
No
and
way.
I don't mean the actual tremolo, but you're playing the etude as it's written, the notes that are written. You're just doing the tremolo fingering in the arpeggio. So E, A, M, I.
Whoa, that's crazy because you're playing like third string, second string, third string. Who can do that fast? Nobody on earth can do that quickly. I'm calling it now. Hey, yeah. All right, come on now. This is my show. Watch it. Watch it, all right? You didn't see any of that.
You need to get yourself acquainted with tremolo, actually. So the first step...
All that was just me saying stuff. You don't need any of that. Let's actually learn tremolo now.
When you're starting out with tremolo, after you have your great arpeggios and everything, I would recommend doing first on one string, very, very slowly. E, A, M, I. And try getting the sound as even as you possibly can.
Okay, I will. I didn't actually practice your thing, sorry. Why does it always speed up? Who's making me do that?
You might have noticed my thumb has a different sound on the first string than the other three. The other three are...
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Mostly even.
Your tremolo is great. Okay? This is your YouTube channel. Be like, listen, I have the best tremolo on earth, and nobody can dispute that, and if you do, I'm gonna delete your comment, because welcome to my kingdom. So, guys, I have the best tremolo. These notes, it's gonna sound like I just pasted the same note 4 times in a row. Shut up. I'll delete your comment.
Heaviest finger has most weight.
I've weighed them. I have severed fingers in my kitchen.
Try to get as even as possible. Once that sounds good, transfer to the second string. And trust me, every exercise that we're talking about today, you need to be doing it also, all of them on the second string. The second string is super difficult because it's inside. On the first string, you have a lot of space right here.
Yep.
The second?
An infinite amount of space. Like, how much space is outside of the first string? All space.
Not so much.
Yeah, way less. Way less than the entire universe of space that you get on the first string. I would even argue that you don't even need to practice the first string at all, and all your practice should just be on the second string.
So we're doing this for our hand to get acquainted and for your fingers to get acquainted with the movement that you need for tremolo. The next step is, you're also doing it, by the way, super, super slowly. It's for the thumb to play a different string. So your tremolo is in the first, and thumb is playing, let's say, the second.
Oh, man.
Gonna do that one also with the thumb on every string.
Every string.
Then, the next thing to do would be to play the tremolo on the second string. And thumb on third, and then fourth, and so on.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to do. All right.
Now, once you've got that, I would do tremolo with preparation. Staccato tremolo. Very staccato.
Heck yeah. That's interesting. I feel like I would maybe say to start with staccato. I feel like that would kind of train you for like the movements. But I don't know, what do I know? I'm just some moron in my apartment. Man, that guitar sounds loud. Maybe my volume's just turned up. But I feel like that guitar sounds freaking loud though. Her touch is loud. She's a loud player. She's a pro. You know that she's a pro because of that. They got that loud touch.
And you're also trying for every note to sound the same and to be very precise.
Facts.
Next step would be for the thumb to play another string.
Oh my god, it never ends! Welcome to Tremolo Purgatory. Just go to another string. It never ends.
And even then, Your A finger is falling on the first string, in this case, right after the thumb. So maybe I put it like this.
Oh yeah,
so you
facts.
see.
Yeah. You gotta set that up. I'm glad she said something about that.
Now once all of that goes well, you can try playing it a bit faster, now legato, with the metronome. Of course, I'm a big fan of the metronome.
Oh yeah. Dude, the metronome? I'd be tearing up a metronome like every day. I put in like 2 hours into a metronome. Oh man. You know what I want for Christmas, guys? I want like an old school metronome, but one the size of like a grandfather clock that I'll keep like next to my piano, and that'll be my metronome that I use, and I want it like swinging. I don't know, just like a giant metronome. You guys ever think about that? That'd be dope. Anyways, sorry.
And
I'm being such a moron right now.
trying to see how higher speed feels for you, and if you're maintaining the precision and the evenness of the sound. So now I would like to get into various exercises that I do for tremolo, that I did since I was a kid, and I would like to show them to you.
Heck yeah.
So there's a couple of them from...
Dude, when I was a kid, I didn't start playing guitar until I was 11, and I didn't start playing classical until I was 19. Parents, if you're watching, why didn't you make me play guitar when I was a kid? Yeah, I wasn't doing anything when I was a kid. Like, certainly not working on tremolo. I wonder what she means by kid. I'm imagining, like, toddler.
Scott Tennant's Pumping Nylon book.
You guys ever heard of it? You guys won't stop talking about that in the Discord. Pumping nylon, pumping nylon. I've never looked at it. Maybe I should. Maybe that's why I need to watch this video, so I can just get like residual pumping nylon.
Fantastic book. And those I've been doing since I've been playing tremolo. So I think for about 12, 13 years now.
No plugins, but we play classical.
So basically you're doing it the tremolo staccato 3 times slow and then 2 times double the tempo.
God, her tone is like so... She's like inspiring me to play louder. I like these so far. These are good. When you start bringing in speed bursts, though, you know I'm already a little buttered up after that. I like me some speed bursts. You know why I like them? Because they work. They just work.
Next one is 1 time slow, 2 times double the tempo.
Nice. I like that one. It's because you get to play fast more, so I like that one.
And the third one is 2 times slow, 4 times double the tempo. What I love doing in general when there's a hard passage, I love to practice it with different rhythmical patterns and dotted rhythms,
Facts.
my favorites.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I also do that with
Dotted rhythms. Hey, that's what my tremolo sounds like. Oh.
staccato. Also the other way.
It's like a machine gun. And the way she's playing, you should try to emulate like the amount of power that she's getting too, because that's going to help you in your tremolo, because I think something that happens in tremolo is that the faster you go, the lighter your touch becomes, where it sort of becomes this like brushing. And the way that she's practicing it, it's like you get used to that like pronounced touch that as you speed up, it'll be like a more prominent and clear tremolo. Something that I like to do, again, not that my tremolo is even close to hers, I'll practice with 3 accents on the fingers and then a quiet thumb, so it'll be like... Because I find that the thumb will get louder, especially as you speed it up. So if you practice like that, as you go faster... you'll sort of get used to that, like, difference in volume, and it'll become more even. Oh, man. Here we go. Bombs away. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. That was a flavorful last sip.
And I also do that when the thumb is playing different strings. There's another great exercise from Scott Tennant's Pumping Nylon.
You're obsessed with pumping nylon.
It's always
My God. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
He's playing first the first string, then the second, then going back to the first. And the other
I'm lost. I'm not even gonna try that.
fingers are playing the tremolo.
Fine. God, she's so good. All right. Oh. All right. That I could work on that. A lot of the stuff I'm a little shaky on, so. Dang. Is she gonna play Recuerdos for us? Because I want to hear Recuerdos from her. I bet it's gonna be dope. I bet it's gonna be a fire Recuerdos.
So different tremolo pieces made me practice the tremolo differently and incorporate different tremolo exercises into my routine. For example, when I started out with Recuerdos, I was doing my teacher.
That's what she started out with. That's the easy one, apparently. All right.
Proposed that I did. So you're playing an A major chord and then E7. I did a lot of that one. I mean,
God, her fingers are so loud on her first string. I need to work on that. I have this quiet little baby touch, and she has this, like, super pronounced E string. It's all her hands. Like, it's just the hand difference. I bet shaking her hand is, like, quite the experience. I bet she freaking grips your hand and she'll squeeze it.
Super special, you know. It's very basic, but the thumb is always moving like that. And you can make it more interesting.
Jeez, that thing is clean.
When I was playing Reverie by Regondi, that was the first tremolo piece I saw that did the tremolo on the 4th string. And it was...
Holiday shopping is...
It was terrifying. I asked my teacher and they just looked at me with this dead stare, and I knew that I was alone. What else you got for me?
Various reasons on that spot, and that's when I started also practicing the tremolo on the 4th string as well. So what I did was, and it's great also for string crossing, which I'll come to also later, but I practiced the C major thirds with tremolo. So.
Kind of screwed up a note there, but all right, I feel ya. Oh, you're just gonna keep going. Oh my God!
I'm back.
Hey, if you want to be really cool, you can do the thirds, but do whatever this is. I don't know. Whatever. You get what I'm doing. My point is, there's more you can do with that. That's cool.
Also in that piece, I noticed that there's a lot of string crossing in tremolo. A lot of it, well, I don't mean tremolo on different strings at the same time, but what I mean is that it's going like this.
Whatever, shut up.
I'll do it once again slowly.
Yeah, please do.
It goes from second to third. And that's when I also started practicing string crossing in the tremolo. So what I did was I would start with thumb playing the 5th string, tremolo on the 5th. Thumb playing the 6th string and tremolo on the 5th. And then I would go to the next 2 strings, 5th and 4th. again. Then I would repeat 5th and 4th. Once again. Repeat. Then I would do the same, but with one string in between. So thumb is playing the 6th and the tremolo is on the 4th.
It's blurry. There we go. I'm not doing that.
Then I would do with 2 strings in between. 3 strings.
You ever do it with 4 strings in between? Yeah, alright, let's finish this thing up.
Awesome exercise for tremolo is the flamenco tremolo.
Oh, no, skipping it. We ain't listening to that.
I'm going to show you guys how my style went from this
What?
this. All I had
What, you just put on a suit? What are you, stupid? I know how you did that. That's not hard.
to ask me different things like my fit preference, any troubles I have while shopping.
Let's see, I like wearing a suit, and I know my measurements. Who
I
knows
get to try
that?
on everything at home and return anything that I don't like for free. You guys have to check it out.
Hey, if you want some clothes, head on down over to Rootin's Delight. Alright, let's get into beginner tremolo pieces.
So as I
Beginner
said,
pieces.
it's a complicated technique on guitar and it's a long process to get it there. But I do have some beginner tremolo pieces which are not very long. Great if you want to start playing tremolo at some point and not just doing the exercises on open strings. So there's the Carcassi Etude number 7.
I think when I learned that, I didn't even play that tremolo. I played it like IMI.
It's great because it's not tremolo the whole piece. It's tremolo together with arpeggio, alternating with it.
It's a very disciplined speed. I know you can play it faster than that. I know you can, and I wish you would. Yeah.
And it doesn't need
That was a nice sounding A up
to
there.
be super fast. It sounds
Yeah.
just as beautiful when it's in a medium tempo. Another one would be the little tremolo piece of Jose Viñas. It's called Sueño, and I'll link it down below performance
Why aren't you playing it? Why don't you play it for us?
and the scores. And also the Carcassi Etude. For me, the most difficult tremolo piece is hands down Reverie by Rigondi. I've struggled with it a lot.
She's talking about it like it's alcoholism.
Bugging me about my tremolo not being even enough for in that piece, and I was practicing it like crazy really, and that's what when I developed a lot of those exercises with string crossings and everything. But I think the hardest tremolo piece to start is Recuerdos de la Alhambra, because it starts on the 2nd string. You need to be super precise not to catch the 1st string because it's
Oh, and I always catch that thing.
not gonna sound nice.
Yep.
If you want even more tremolo exercises, and I can say honestly there's never enough tremolo exercises, I warmly recommend you checking out Hubert Keppel's Bible of the Classical Guitar Technique, because I think there's just every possible tremolo exercise in there already.
Yeah, which that actually brings me. If you are at a place where you're studying tremolo, which like she mentioned, like all these exercises, like I think a lot of them you just sort of intuit after a while. Just try to think outside the box. Like look at what bars you're messing up and like ask yourself, why am I messing these up? And then try to isolate the right hand and like see what's going on there. So that's all I'd have to say about that. But yeah, so I made a lot of jokes. This is a great video, though. A great video by a very good guitarist. So, nice video. It was fun to react to. And I agree with everything she said. Making jokes, but it's fine. We can go ahead and wrap this thing up. If you made it this far, be sure to subscribe, leave a like. Of course, get the merch. Head on down over to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up some merch. You want a shirt with Soar on it? There we go. Get the shirt. And there's other stuff too. There's stickers for guitar cases, all that stuff. Of course, if you want some guitar lessons, I do offer guitar lessons. Just email in the description, and that is an option for you. Guitar lessons from me, from Sore Hands himself. Isn't that nice? Reasonable prices too. Comment questions, feel free to leave those. I'll answer them in the chair, like during practice logs and stuff. I do that pretty often. All right, well, I think we can wrap this one up here. So I'll see you in the next one.